My name is Miguel. I'm a product design student at ArtCenter. I'm from Medellin, Colombia. For most of my childhood and high school years, I was only drawing for fun. And I remember I started drawing because of my grandma. She got me into drawing classes and painting classes, and I was really obsessed with it. My girlfriend's name is Sophia. Her dad went to ArtCenter in the 80s. I was already in engineering school when she told me about ArtCenter, and I was so blown away that I just decided to drop out and come here. It was more about really going for something that I was very passionate about, which was designing and drawing and being able to learn from the people that I thought were the best in the industry. I chose to come to ArtCenter for product design mainly because of the faculty and the alumni. One of the alumni that I was really inspired by was Yves Béhar, whose work was really creative and it really made an impact on people's lives. The One Laptop Per Child project was really inspiring because he was able to connect kids with the internet and with different technologies that they weren't familiar with. I just put all my chips into ArtCenter. I didn't apply anywhere else. I just didn't think of what would have happened if I didn't get it, just because I wanted it so bad. I just want this thing, and I just tried to make it work. It was from day one. I knew I was in the right place. You already have a basic set of skills that you learn here, but it's about finding who you are and what inspires you and how this can inform your process. I think it's just this idea of rebuilding yourself every single week and every single term. Really ask yourself the questions that you think are more relevant to you, why am I doing this and why am I interested in just creating products if you're in product design, or if you're in other major, you kind of question why you're doing this thing that you're doing. The people from my culture and the people that I grew up with, we're all very resourceful, and all these things that I can see them through my process. Instead of going around a problem around and around, you just kind of find the path that you're trying to actually go to solve the problem. Well, at this moment, what I'm more interested about is just creating really good experiences for people, and especially through products that involve both digital and analog components. This is a phone that I'm working on. It's a rebranding of one of the old Motorola phones. We had to redesign something that we were personal and close with, and I found that this phone really resonated with me. I got it when I was in 6th grade, and it was the best thing ever. So I wanted to be able to find a good balance between being able to take photos and still have a high-end camera, but really focusing on what a phone is, how we can connect with people without necessarily having a million apps. So it's a phone that has two sides. This side would be the phone, and this side would be the camera screen. For any reason I'm going to create this layer of complexity on somebody's lives, it has to be worth it. Finding this combination where we see all these things that are very personal to us in terms of form language and the way that we interact with these things, but also how they move into the future, where we see all these things like virtual reality and artificial intelligence. So this term we're building product in SolidWorks, and I decided to use virtual reality to visualize my ideas. A lot of people are doing helmets, some people are doing chairs, and I chose to do a motorcycle. So I needed something that I could visualize it really quickly without having to build a full-scale motorcycle. And I was able to start drawing this thing that I had in my head just to see how this thing would look when somebody's riding it. I decided to pursue a career in product design because of my engineering background and my passion for art, and I was able to create things that are useful to people and create meaning in their lives. Only recently I started to really find a very evident connection between my culture and the work that I do. It's a lot about asking questions about yourself, and just through repetition, like you kind of find something new about yourself every single time. Every time you ask something else, you kind of figure it out. And then it's just creating like a thread that you just find little pieces and you just keep going. Ultimately, I want to end up at a place where people are very diverse and there's a lot of different points of views, and I want to be with people that are inspiring and that I can give back to, sort of like ArtCenter has been so far, being able to solve problems and just come up with things that are very like necessary in the world and make something that they can see value in.